Good day everyone. We are the 6th presenter and for today, we are going to explain our topic entitled Fabrication and Identification of Wholesale and Retail Cuts of Livestock and Poultry Carcasses, American Meat Cut Standard. So first, let us define what is fabrication. So fabrication, when it terms to cutting of meat, no, after the slaughtering house, so ginakat na siya ang atong meat into pieces. So muna na siya ang fabrication. So ang kaning fabrication, so natay tulo ka component ani. Naatay primal cut, naputay subprimal cut, and natay retail cut. So for the primal cut, ang primal cut is mo na siya ang initial na pagkat. So meaning dako-dako pa ni siya nga pagkat, no? Fresh from the slaughterhouse. So after din sa kaning primal cut, natin ginatawag na subprimal cut. So unsa man sab ni siya? Ang subprimal cut mo ni siya ang mas gamay nga gikan sa primal cut. So gikat ang primal cut into smaller pieces. So mo na siya ang subprimal cut. Next is mo ni siya ang next is unsa na bansab ang retail cut. Ang retail cut kay mao ni siya ang cut na gikan sa ato ang subprimal cut, no, or mo ni siya ang ginapalit pod sa ginabaligya sa market para sa ato ang consumer. So next, why is it important to standardized meat cutting? So first is the product consistency and quality assurance. So, sa atong American standard, no, ang kaning product consistency and quality assurance, dapat ang kaning kuan nila sa ilang standard, it must incorporate, no, a same size, weight, and proportions, no, sa different kinds of cuts, no, sa ilang standard. Next is the consumer's confidence and satisfaction. So, based ani, makagaranti ang atong consumers sa ilang ginapalit na mga meat, no, labi na sa steak, labi na sa steak nga pinaka halinon gyud kayo sa America. So ang kaning nga cut maka-consider nga good quality and nice na quality and nice nga pagka distribute sa meat, no, sa ilang ginapalit. Next is the efficiency in processing and retail. So for the efficiency in processing and retail, so kani siya mas ang pag-standard sa cutting sa meat, no, mas gaka-reduce niya ang mga waste na mga parts sa meat and ang tanan good meat kay magamit good, no, sa even the bones magamit gyapon siya. Next is the fair trade and transparency. So the USDA and AMSA, no, is gina-regulate nila ang prices sa different cuts, no, sa atong sa meat, no, nga ilang standard. So kani siya, it is to have fairness, no, so same nga pag-price sa different parts, no, sa meat. So mo ni siya ang nice pod sa naay standard nga meat. Okay, next is the education and workforce development. So in order for the USDA and AMSA nga masat ilang standard, they must educate, no, the right cutting sa ato ang mga meat shops, sa atong mga butchers, no, sa right standards and sizes of their meat, no. So they employ educations and scientific and practical methods sa ilang workforce to have a equal and same cutting size of their meat. And now, we are now in the standards and guidelines, no, sa tuwang USDA and AMSA nga perspective. So sige ra kog balik-balik ani unsa ang USDA o AMSA. So ang meaning sa USDA is United States Department of Agriculture, and ang AMSA kay American Meat Science Association. So ang USDA mo ni siya ang government agency, no, nga responsible for developing and enforcing laws so related to farming, agriculture, forestry, and food. So especially in the meat production, no, sila ang tanaw for the meat inspection and food safety, no. Ginagrade nilang meat pod, and it develops standards for meat cuts and labeling. Sa kaning American Meat Science Association, so it is a professional organization, no, composed of meat scientists, educators, and industry, no. So ga-focus sila more on sa research and education sa tong meat science. So next is kani sila nga institutions, no, kani institutional meat purchase specifications and North American Meat Processor Associations, no, kaning USDA ug AMSA ay ginagamit nila ning duha ka organizations, no, nga mga standards, no. So they define exact cutting lines and muscle separations, ensure yield consistency, help with grading and inspection, and allow uniform labeling and pricing. So that's it.
The beef carcass fabrication, or also known as the American Meat Cut Standard. So there will be three American Meat Cut Standard, which is the primary cut, sub-primary cut, and the retail cut. So the primal cut is a large primary section of an animal carcass. These are basic large cut that are made right after the slaughter and initial breakdown of an animal. Think of them as the first major division of the whole carcass. So nabahay na siya, which is ang kaning choke is kanan na siya sa kanang siya shoulder area, no, na mga meat used ni siya or ginagamit ni siya for ground beef, roast, and stew. So ribs naman pud nga part, no, including na pud na siya ang rib eye. So the loin, so ang loin naman pud is mo na siyang naka-contain most tender cuts like tenderloin. So brisket, which is naman siya sa chest area. Ang plate naman pod is siya sa lower front. Ang flank naman pod is na siya sa lower belly, and lastly ang shank naman pod is muna siya ang mga tiil. So muna siya ang mga example sa kanang primal cut. So sa primal cut is the next step after the primal cut. Example, the stiff loin, so the tender loin, so kaning mga the top loin, the rib roll, and the back rib. So kaning mga examples are ginagamit nila sa restaurant, kasi even though na dili nila ilutuon, so kung pwede ra gid ni siya kanang ginakilaw lang ni siya pud mismo, so pwede ra kayo siya. So retail cuts is kung ano siya ang kanang bitaw usually nga muna ni siya kasagaran nga ginapalit na nato sa mall nga T-bone steak, which is perfect ni siya for grilling, and as it offers a good balance of tend. So sirloin steak, which is ang kaning sirloin, no, is known for being a versatile lean cut with a good balance of tenderness and flavor. It's often less expensive than cuts like red eye or fillet, magnon, but still quite tasty. So next one is the chuck roast, which is this cut is tough but very flavorful and often used for slow cooking methods like braising or slow roasting. So the connective tissues break down with time, resulting in tender and also for the juicy meat. So next one is the brisket flats. So brisket flats is a tough fatty cut that requires low heat cooking method to become tender. The flat portion of the brisket is leaner than the point, and it's the part of most often used for smoking. And lastly is the ground beef. Ground beef is a versatile and can be made into a burger, tacos, meatballs, or any number of other dishes. Like the fat contains usually mga nasa sa mga 70 to 80%, lend to 20 to 30% fat. Affects both flavor and juiciness.
Pork carcass fabrication American cut standard. Number 1 is Leon. Location is back of the pig. Main part is pork chop, pork roast, and tenderloin. Famous dishes is grilled pork chop with rosemary and garlic, and then the pork roast is roast pork loin with cracklings, and then the tenderloin is pan-fried tenderloin with balsamic glaze, and then the cord loin is smoked pork loin for sandwiches, and then number 2 is Boston butt, upper shoulder. Location is top of the shoulder. Main uses is pulled pork barbecue roasted. And then famous dishes is slow roasted with apple cider. And then pulled pork is in tacos and nachos barbecue, and then the Carolina style pulled pork. And then the number 3 is the picnic shoulder, lower shoulder. Location is below the Boston butt. And then the main uses is roast straw pulled pork, and then the famous dishes of this is garlic and rosemary roasted, and then the pulled pork is same as Boston butt. The straw is pork and veggie straw, and then pork and beans. And then the number 4 is ham. Location rear leg of the pig. Main uses is roast stick cord ham, and then the famous dishes is ham roast, honey glass ham, and then the corn ham is country ham, salty and dry, and then the ham stick is grilled with pineapple pan. Number 5 is belly. Location underside of the pig, and then main uses is bacon pork belly. Famous dishes is bacon, and then crispy fast bacon, smoked bacon, and then the pork belly is crispy roasted pork belly.
Primary cuts of goat, which is similar to lamb. The primary cuts of goat, which is like lamb, are typically leg, loin, rack, rib, shoulder, neck, and breast of 4 chunks, sometimes included separately. Blade chops or shoulder, cut across the shoulder blade, contains part of the blade bone. Arm chops, shoulder, cut from the lower portion of the shoulder and contains round arm bone. Rib chops or rack, individual ribs cut from the rack and tender and flavorful. French rack and lamb or rack, a rack with the rib bones clean, or French for presentation. Loin chops or loin, cut perpendicular to the backbone and contains both tender loin and loin eye. Goat meat is typically leaner and may require longer cooking times, especially for cuts with more connective tissue. According to American meat standards, the primary cuts of the chicken after evisceration and cleaning are whole bird, the entire chicken processed and ready for cutting. Breast, the meaty tender front portion, usually the most valuable cut and most commonly grilled, salted, and roasted. Leg quarter includes the thigh and drumstick together, often sold together or separately, suitable for roasting or frying. Wings include 3 parts: drummet, winglet, and flat and tip, popular for frying and appetizers. Back and neck, less meaty, often used for stock or soup, used for mainly flavoring or stock and soups. Fabrication involves breaking down the whole bird's used into marketable parts. Precision for cutting ensures minimal waste and higher meat yield.
And that's all. Thank you.